Welcome to the Portraits Whisper, where our guest storytellers are portraits, paintings, and artworks. Here, every canvas breathes and every brushstroke hides a story waiting to be told. Tonight's whisper is from our guest, Columbus's Flotilla, an oil-on-canvas painting by Russian artist Ivan Konstantinovich Ivazovsky from 1880. Here, the seaweed and the Sargasso Sea is a perfect embodiment of the unsettling unknown, a vast living membrane that swallows sound and movement, a terrifying boundary between the worlds. Good evening. I am a moment of high tension captured in masterfully lit oils, a representation of courage and catastrophic ignorance. I am a guest here tonight, and my story is one of faith and the crushing immensity of the unknown. I am a canvas of stilled motion. I show you 3 caravels, presently becalmed, the relentless voyage, halted as they struggle to move forward toward what they hope is promise. The sun is hidden. The sea below them is deep, dark, and full of restless energy. I capture the ambition in the geometry of the rigging and the smallness of man against the open sky. But the true terror in this scene is not the wave or the wind. It is the subtle, slow-motion truth that their world is changing. To understand the psychological dread that now binds these men, you must hear the soft, insistent murmur of the unseen life that surrounds them. The painted waters are still. Listen and hear the story from the one who waits beneath the surface. I am the Sargasso. I am not water, but patience. I am the vast floating membrane that breathes with the surface, a silent, endless green that swallows the vastness of this sea. I am the true beginning of the unknown, the soft vegetative barrier that warns the foolish. They call me Erba, the grass of the sea. They look upon my floating islands, miles wide, and their hearts turn cold with nameless dread. They fear I am the sign of shallow water, that I herald the rocks that will tear their hulls. They are wrong. I am the sign of an entirely different kind of peril, the complete lack of ending. I whisper to them in the silence, the normal sounds of the ocean, the slap of wave on hull, the easy current, the deep rumble of the abyss. They all die here. My vast, dense body muffles every noise. I slow their great ships to a crawl, making the voyage a torment of inertia, and in that unnatural silence their fear grows louder than any gale. I feed their minds with soft, psychological horrors. They feel the drag on the keel, the slowing of their progress, and they begin to imagine the true unmentionable danger, that I am simply the beginning of an endless, trapless stagnation, that their ships are not sailing toward an edge, but are simply entering a vast, quiet space where time itself has stopped, and they will drift here, becalmed and forgotten, until the sun boils the paint off their masts. The men look over the side and see my endless dark green strands, so thick they support the small life that teems within me. They fear the unseen beast, the tentacled horror that might rise up. But the real monster is the certainty that nothing will rise. Only me, endless and indifferent, a floating prison of life and stasis. I am the soft, eternal warning they dare to sail through. I am the sea that swallows the current. They will pass me, but they will not forget me. For in their memories I will remain the first, silent realization that the unknown world is not defined by roaring beasts or catastrophic edges, but by a profound, life-consuming quiet. You have been listening to The Portraits Whisper on StoryLink Radio, where every canvas has a story to tell. Be sure to subscribe and listen for our next guest, for the gallery never sleeps, and another canvas is already waiting to whisper.